Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. With quiet receptivity and sincerity of heart, we come to the concluding reflection of this week's theme, which is spiritual training and prayer. Over the past few days, we have reflected on how spiritual training gently refines the heart and how prayer sustains our aspiration toward higher consciousness. This evening, as we come to the closure of this theme, we reflect on how spiritual training and prayer together shape the inner orientation of our life, quietly guiding us toward deeper simplicity, humility, and inner harmony. In Heartfulness Way, spiritual training is not meant to create a strain or intensity. Rather, it gradually cultivates sensitivity and balance within the heart. And through daily abhyas, we learn to cooperate with an inner process that is already unfolding. Meditation allows us to experience stillness. Cleaning removes the impressions that cloud clarity. And prayer gently directs our aspiration toward the highest state of being. Over time, these practices begin to influence not only the moments we dedicate to them but also the way we live. We may begin to notice subtle changes like a greater pause before reacting, a quieter mind during challenging situations, and a natural inclination toward kindness and understanding. These changes are not achieved by force. They arise because the heart gradually becomes lighter and more refined. Prayer plays a unique role in this process, and prayer reminds us that the spiritual evolution is not driven by personal effort alone. It unfolds through cooperation with a higher force. Prayer nurtures humility, reminding us that the transformation happens most naturally when we remain open and receptive. As spiritual training deepens, prayer becomes less about the words and more about a feeling, a sincere inner offering of oneself for refinement. And in this way, spiritual training prepares the heart and prayer sustains its direction. Dear sisters and brothers, as we move ahead, we encourage all of you to please share the master classes and the BHED sessions with your family and with your friends. And you will find the additional reading material and videos of revered Daaji which are available on this theme. You can access them on Heartfulness app under the Sunday tab dated 1st March. And we will continue our inspirational reading from the Heartfulness Way book 2. And this is from the chapter Meditation with a Trainer. We have read this chapter once, but it is always good to revisit the chapter to strengthen our understanding about the theme. So, this is on page number 118. If you have your copy of the book, you can read along or simply listen. Daji, you have spoken about the trainers in heartfulness who are like a distribution network for transmission. You have also spoken so often about the support and care you received as a young practitioner from your trainers. Can you speak to us about their role? The master prepares heartfulness practitioners to be trainers, conduits for transmission, using the method invented by Lalaji in the earlier 20th century. Today, there are many thousands of trainers, heartfulness trainers around the world. Their presence offers the possibility of human transformation to a wider audience. Trainers meditate with practitioners regularly in one to one and group sessions. They assist with centering and cleaning during every session, removing the heaviness that accumulates in the heart. Such supportive methods bring about smoother progress and offer ongoing support. They also sometimes use specific methods that provide much relief. For example, when a practitioner is really struggling with too many thoughts during meditation, there is a special technique that the trainer uses to help reduce the number of thoughts and divert the practitioner's attention inwards. Regular support from trainers is a part of heartfulness method, and trainer themselves receive ongoing meditation sessions from other trainers. This creates a network of mutual trust and respect. It also builds community. It doesn't mean that we let the master and the trainers do all the work for us. The more we do for our own progress through our own practice, the more time we save the master and the trainers to focus on higher work. For example, if we do the cleaning practice every evening, they are not taxed with having to clean the everyday accumulation and can instead spend the time cleaning deeper impressions and helping us expand our consciousness. So, training is a partnership in which we use our own efforts while the master plays their part in supporting us. We practice with interest, and the trainers facilitate the subtle essence of the master who purifies us and carries us through the various stages of the journey. I've been thinking a lot about this partnership recently. Most traditions acknowledge that surrender is essential if we are to cooperate with the master and reach the highest limit of approach. Yet the idea of surrender is a difficult concept for many. In the dictionary, the word surrender means to give up, to lose to an opponent on the battlefield or in a game. So let me introduce another approach based on the Sanskrit word sharanagati, which means surrender in a different sense, to take refuge in, to take shelter in. It conveys a sense of protection, of being cared for. To surrender to the master means we take responsibility for our welfare, like a mother kangaroo protects the joey in her pouch. We could replace the word surrender with acceptance. Please think over this. Dear sisters and brothers, with this, we have completed this chapter reading. And now let us turn our attention inward to offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. May this universal prayer strengthen our aspiration and gently guide us toward greater unity and harmony. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare for the rest tonight, take a few moments to offer the bedtime prayer and the reflections of the day. And let the sleep integrate the quiet learning of this week's spiritual training. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining this evening session. And we look forward to see you all tomorrow for the evening session at 8:50 p.m. Until then, may your heart remain receptive, may your practice remain gentle and steady, and may the Master's presence guide you toward deeper peace. Thank you.